Right now, an enormous blanket of moisture is stretching across the Indian subcontinent. It's a system so large it completely obscures the land below. This satellite image shows the span of the cloud mass over the Indian coastline. At 2,500 kilometers across, it covers a distance greater than Mumbai to Delhi several times over. Meteorologists categorize it as a high-priority anomaly, its chaotic structure requiring constant satellite monitoring. The sheer scale of the mass raises the question, which invisible physical forces must combine to build a cloud of this magnitude? And eventually, that massive volume of stored energy will have to be released. Millions of people live directly beneath the shadow of this system, where even a small shift in the cloud's trajectory changes the forecast for an entire city. This active, evolving event will soon dictate the daily realities of the populations below. To find the origin of this giant cloud, we have to look down to the surface. It starts with extreme terrestrial heat. Across many regions of India, summer temperatures frequently exceed 40 degrees Celsius, intensely baking the landmass. This diagram illustrates the mechanism of a thermal low. Intense ground heat causes massive volumes of warm air to rise rapidly into the upper atmosphere. As that air moves upward, it leaves behind a gigantic atmospheric vacuum at ground level. That invisible vacuum is the trigger pulling together the components for the structure seen from orbit. The massive cloud is the direct visible consequence of this severe terrestrial heating, acting on a truly continental scale. But heat alone cannot build a system of this size. It needs fuel, which it draws from the surrounding waters of the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. The terrestrial vacuum forcibly pulls immense amounts of evaporated, warm ocean water inland. As this wet marine air rushes over the land, it is carried upward by rising heat until it hits the cooler upper atmosphere. That sudden change in temperature causes rapid condensation, transforming invisible vapor into heavy, visible cloud structures. When this occurs over thousands of miles, the result is a 2,500-kilometer floating white continent, the exhaust plume for the entire engine. As long as the ground stays hot and the ocean supplies moisture, this physical sequence sustains itself. The system operates as a self-feeding thermodynamic loop, converting seawater into a continental shadow. Down at the surface, the release of this thermodynamic energy creates wildly different realities depending on where you stand. For the agricultural sector, the massive moisture dump brings much-needed relief to parched rural regions. In contrast, the sheer volume of water paralyzes major cities. Sudden deluges overwhelm drainage systems, triggering cascading disruptions that trap commuters and bring mass transportation to a standstill. Alongside the rain come volatile secondary threats. Sudden localized thunderstorms and extreme lightning break out as the mass condensates. Because the system is so chaotic, meteorologists face extreme difficulty pinpointing which districts will receive a vital shower and which will face catastrophic flash flooding. The cloud system acts as a volatile double-edged sword, a lifeline for food production, and a hazard for modern urban infrastructure. Seen as a whole, this 2,500-kilometer anomaly is an immensely powerful, interconnected machine. This single formation links ocean evaporation, extreme land temperatures, agriculture, and urban living into one unified system. It is a natural mechanism so massive that its true scale can only be fully grasped from an orbital perspective. Formations of this magnitude are giant atmospheric engines that silently and powerfully shape the lives of millions below.